Okay, let's do it. That girl, the one you guys fall for, in love with jealousy and control. She knows she wants to find herself, but she loves and wants nobody else. In her mind, there's so much to obtain. In her eyes, she sees a world of pain. Oh no, someone find her love. Oh no, someone find her love. That girl, the one is beautiful. Her eyes can see into your soul. Now her smile can melt away your heart. And her kiss can make you beg for more. In her mind, there's so much to obtain. In her eyes, she sees a world of pain. Oh no, someone find her love. Oh no, someone find her love. She hurts and she always keeps a smile. She fronts and takes a mile to mile. I see it's only cause she knew in this game you create the rules. And now she has built a wall. You can't climb the castle's much too tall. You can't break the walls of her lair. You can't soothe the wounds of her despair. But who cares? You'll never see that side. And who cares? She's down for the ride. She lives only for the thrill, and yet she longs for something real. In her mind, there's so much to obtain. In her eyes, she sees a world of pain. Oh no, someone find her love. Oh no, someone find her love. 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 Someone find.
All right, welcome to another episode of Can You Connect? And this is Mr. Walk That Walk. In this episode, we're going to be discussing defensive mechanisms. These are unconscious psychological responses that protect people from feelings of anxiety, threats to their self-esteem, and things that they don't want to think about or deal with. The first one we're going to hit on is displacement. It involves taking feelings out on other people. So you're feeling upset, but rather express how you feel. You use that emotions, it may turn it into anger, and you may yell at somebody, you may curse at somebody, rather than to get those emotions out, rather than express how you feel. The second one was going to be denial. This is denying that something exists. So something real happens, and we're acting like it never happened. So it's like, it's a mess. It's like, why would you do that? But people do it. If that's what helps them cope in that moment, then people are going to do things that help them feel comfortable. The next one is repression. This is when you unconsciously keep unpleasant information from your conscious mind. So let's think about trauma. If it's very painful and very hurtful, people try to put it real down in their mind so they don't think about it. However, you could do that unconsciously, and that would be called repression. However, some people feel their trauma and try to avoid it knowingly, and that's called suppression. because they're actively suppressing it. The following one is going to be sublimation. This one involves converting unacceptable impulses into more acceptable outlets. So let's say somebody gets you angry and your impulse says to hit this person. But rather than go with that impulse, you hold on to it and you go to the gym and you just start working and hitting the bag and punching the bag. So that's a positive outlet for your anger rather than the negative that will get you in trouble and get you caught in more drama. The following one is going to be projection, assigning your own unacceptable feelings on other people. So you're telling other people you may feel jealous of someone, but rather than you going through that emotion and feeling it, you're telling other people you're jealous. No, that's your issue. You're just jealous of blah, blah, blah. When that's not their truth. And that's not what they're going through or what they're feeling. We're just putting what we're feeling on them. And this other one is going to be in, intellectualization. I was trying to get the words out. Like, I'm going to get this word out. But this one involves thinking about stressful things in a clinical way. So you're feeling sad, but rather than going through that emotion of feeling sad and be like, man, I feel like this and it's kind of rough. You're like, well, I feel like this because this happened and I'll feel better the next day. I'll be okay. This happens to everybody. Everybody passes away. So I'm going to be okay like everybody else is okay. Everybody else loses people. So it makes sense for me to lose people as well. Rather than just feeling the emotion and feeling, because it's real. These are real emotions and feelings you're having. So being able to sit with them, that's going to be important. The following one is going to be rationalization. Is justifying a unacceptable feeling or behavior with logic. So let's say you steal. And my logic is I'm stealing this because I'm hungry. So it's okay. It's okay for me to steal. I'm hungry, so that's not my fault. Which maybe there was other resources. Maybe there was a food bank or there was a church that was feeding people or other outlets rather than going to the first thing of stealing. All right, this one is regression. So this is reverting to earlier behaviors, which means as an adult, we feel emotions a certain way. However, when we were kids, we acted out like a kid. We had temper tantrums. However, some adults, as we see, also have temper tantrums. And if you see that and them acting out like you would see a kid do, that's called regression. That's another defense mechanism. And the last one we could do for tonight is going to be reaction formation. This one is replacing an unwanted impulse with its opposite, such as being sad about a recent breakup but acting happy about it. So it's almost like you're playing off what's real to try to act a certain way because things happen to people, and to be honest, sometimes we have to go back to work. We have to go back to school. We have to go back to putting on this mask. So some people, they'll do that, and it's understandable to an extent. Maybe if this is what's keeping you together, and if it's mentioned and if it's talked about in public, maybe you're someone who breaks down pretty easily. So sometimes it could be a bit under, some defense mechanisms are understandable, but some may not be. So these are just certain things to keep in mind. And it's like, are you doing that? How long are you going to do that? Are you doing that just for a week while you're going through it, or are you doing it for a month? So is it a realistic defense mechanism, or is it very unrealistic just to avoid the pain? And that's why that's what most of these are. Most of these are defense mechanisms because we're avoiding some type of hurt. And this is part one. And the next one I'm going to do is part two. We're going to do that probably next week, and I'll go over the rest of them. So this was going to conclude this episode. And of course, we're going to be supporting Black-owned businesses. The next one is another YouTuber. I think it was a motivational speaker first, and then he came to YouTube. I believe so. I don't know for certain. But it's E.T., it's Eric Thompson. He's pretty well known. He's definitely all his information out. I used to watch him more often when I was younger. But I still see his stuff, and he still does good work. So I looked at his website recently. He got, we know he got speaking engagements. He had a book. He got his PhD. He got a podcast. He even has his own clothing line with his own gear. So it's pretty awesome. I'm definitely going to look more into it and probably get some stuff for myself just to support. And of course, speaking of supporting the artist who's on my videos, who makes the music, he does the intro and outro. So I'll put that in there. All his information and the person who made the artwork. And then I'll also put my information in there as well. I'm a clinical social worker in the state of Maryland, so I can provide individual, family, or couples therapy. So if you know anybody that would need therapy, want therapy, definitely contact me through email, and we could link up with that and, provide people with the help. All right, so definitely thank you for watching, and y'all have a good rest of the night or day and the rest of the week.
Our lives are lives filled with drama. Our homes are homes, they feel empty. Our dreams are dreams, slowly shattered. And our bodies are bruised and battered. What does it take to become a legend? What can we do to teach a lesson? Is there a way for a future commitment? Oh, why do we wait to repaint the world? Are beautiful women can't see the beauty in them. Our men are not standing strong. What does it take to become a legend? What can we do to teach a lesson? Whoa, is there a way for a few to come